Since the dawn of time, humans have amused each other with hand-rendered records of their adventures and misadventures. So it naturally followed, about 30,000 years later, that television would embrace this medium. And once again, it was love at first sight. So as the new millennium loomed, a far-sighted group of broadcasters and animators joined together to create Canada's first all-animation network.
Get to the bloody point!
The first question these partners had to ask themselves was, what do we want our network to be? The answer lay in their prospective audience. Canadian animation fans represent a broad scope of ages, occupations, hobbies, habits, and tastes. So Teletoon, big-hearted corporate entity that it is, decided to give them all what they wanted. After all, there was 24 hours a day to play with, and a boundless supply of classic favorites and spanking new animation from around the world. And unlike most specialty networks, Teletoon would broadcast in both English
I mean to never go into the roofing business with Cal!
J'aurais dû savoir concourir à la tuile!
and French. Then they agreed that an all-cartoon network would easily capture the attention of Canada's littlest viewers. A big responsibility. So they created a safe haven for preschoolers, a whole block of commercial-free programming every weekday. And while they were at it, they could help expand the horizons of talented Canadian and international artists working in a variety of animation mediums. Once again, the audience
We thought we would drop a line just to say thank you.
Obsessed with Cyber 6.
loved it. It would become the yin and yang, the alpha and omega of animation. Finally, cartoons had broken out of their Saturday morning pigeonhole. All right, you're saying. Very nice. But what's in it for us? No, come on, we know you are. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's a natural first step towards seizing valuable markets for your clients. To wit. Along with preschool, Teletoon also dayparts its programming for kids, youths, families, and adults. And we've had more than middling success with all of them. For instance,
Oh yeah, the little half-human.
as this otherwise bland bar graph indicates, we've steadily gained kid viewers since our launch. As you see here in our first season, kids spent 4.7 million hours with us. That number then escalated to 5.1 million. I'm ignoring you. In our second season. And a whopping 5.3 million in our...
All right, stop that! If you're not gonna behave like professionals, there are plenty of annual point grids who will!
All right then. Yeah, that represents a growth of 8% in our first year and 5% in our second, for 13% overall growth. Way to work with me, guys. Hey now, there's no call for... That gives us the second largest overall viewing share of kids 2 to 11 years old. But no one outranks us when it comes to viewer loyalty. Kids spend more time with Teletoon than any other station, leading to the overwhelming conclusion that kids love us. This concludes the bar graph portion of our presentation. Cartoons, much better. New shows are one big reason more kids tune into Teletoon every year. In fact, of these shows, the top 10 with kids, 8 premiered in the past year. That success has allowed us to gain a strong share of purchasable ratings in the kid market. Now, that's how a graph should behave. Who's my good boy? You are! Yes, you are!
I've never really been happy with Doris. It's a sex thing. She don't like it.
Yes, we know it's no great revelation that kids love cartoons, the ice cream of television. But does it have the power to attract more serious and mature audiences?
Even though I am a fossil at 32 years of age, I admit that much of your programming is 8 years old.
I love your station.
Seems the answer is yes. Of all specialty channels launched in 1997, Teletoon has proven the most successful, and we've added viewers of all stripes ever since, giving us the third highest 2+ share of all specialties in Canada.
For the love of God, man, cut to the demographic profile.
Splendid idea. Our primetime and late-night schedules bring in strong young adult audiences. From 10:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., over 72% of our audience is over 18, 68% between 18 and 49. Among these groups, an almost even distribution between the 18 to 24, 25 to 34, and 35 to 49 age groups.
Boy, I'd like to live in one of those.